Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Daytona International Speedway for tonight's NSRA Sunday Select Pit Stall 200, the second race in season number 9 tonight from Daytona International Speedway. We'll be going into darkness tonight. A little narrower track than we saw last week at Talladega. We saw these guys go back and forth with their super duper runs here in these next gen cars. Want to welcome you here on the broadcast tonight. Again, this is the Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select on Victory Lane Broadcasting. We have myself, Steve Herman, out here. Also, we got Rick Greenway, the number 15, and also my co-broadcaster. Good to have you back, Rick.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? Week 2. It's going to be a good week here at Daytona International. Should be fun.
Hope so. The house isn't vibrating today, is it?
It has not vibrated for a couple days, so I think we should be good. I won't have my wife's coming down the stairs yelling the house is... I don't know.
Go at 5 minutes right now. They're in process and qualifying. So get these guys out there racing. Les Levy's out there right now, and that's 62 Wreckhouse Racing. Brian Kaufman in the 1 car. He was up front a lot last week. Good race. James Mayer, the 95. James coming over here to race with us tonight. Super Speedway veteran. We have Russ Hancock right there in that 343. Out there with their Rocket Racing Chevrolet. Dusty Burkhart in the 69, sporting his Vols on his car tonight. That big win yesterday over Alabama. No change here in the Paul Servant number 3 Oreo car. For Sean Stevens, the fast out there at 50-10. I'm going to kill his name, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Don. 33. Dana Osborne in that Chips Ahoy number 8. Dana was finished in second last week at Talladega. Sean Stevens still up there. Well, Rick, you're not the slowest, so you have that going for you.
There's always a first for everything.
Rick Sebrin's in the 4 out there. Getting up to speed. Got David Overstreet in the 46 out there getting his lap down. Now Sean Stevens has the lead out there. Paul Servant, though, down the backstretch. He's the man to beat usually when it comes to qualifying here at Daytona. 3 and 4. He's so smooth right there along that, right above the yellow line, like a tire's length up. This comes down here. Go down under the yellow. There it is. 50.09. Paul Servant again. So as these guys finish up qualifying, we're going to get some national anthems in and some other good stuff. We'll be right back.
Steve, check your mic, please. They can't hear you on the broadcast.
Well, it'd be good if I turned my mic on. You saw me. You didn't hear me, but you saw the thing come through with Paul Servant on the pole. Can you hear me now, Rick?
Let me check with them.
Oh,
We're all good.
we're all good. Good. About to go green, going through 3 and 4. Coming off turn 4, pace car will come in. Start finish line is right there at the edge of the tri-oval. Paul Servant bring him to the green. Green flag is in the air. We'll see when it goes. Get that Geico start. There it is. Green flag is out. Going. So Rick, you talked about the car being pretty loose. I mean, what are you feeling out there?
Well, we're still getting up to speed, so right now it's not so bad. But honestly, I'm really thinking about, I did not like the feel of the car in the draft. I might drop back.
See Sean Stevens, Daniel Holloway on the outside. Sean getting a nice run, trying to clear Paul. I don't know if he's going to get there. Holloway is giving him his best shot to get him out there. Just not able to clear that 3 car. Sean and Dan Holloway still working hard. Who got Sean really loose there in that 27? Holloway still trying to push him out front. Paul Servant and Rick Sebrin's in that 4 working really well here. Ooh, Sean's finally going to go down there. Able to get out in front of Paul Servant. Now Holloway's got Les Levy behind him on the outside. Holloway now out front with Les and James Mayer pushing him along. Really got a great momentum there. Les is going to stay up top. James Mayer going to come down. See Mayer behind the 21 here, pushing Holloway as much as he can without checking up the field. Les Levy up there, along with the 13 of Doug Johnson and the 343. And the 343. Russ Hancock. Everyone kind of settling in. Again, this is their first race here in these cars at Daytona, and Sean Stevens has had enough. He's going to go to the back. See him duck behind the yellow, under the yellow, let everyone go by him. As Les Levy with a great push here. Drop down maybe in front of the 21. Let's see what he does. Dana Osborne looking inside of Russ Hancock. Going to make it 3 wide there. It's a little tighter track than last week. He's able to make the move and get right behind Doug Johnson. Oh, he's going to actually drop down below James Mayer there. Still 3 wide, a little further back. You see Sean Wilder in the 91. Sporting those pit stall colors. Again, thanks to Pit Stall for sponsoring tonight's race. It's the Pit Stall 200 here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. See Sean's going to duck behind Don in the 33. Not going to try to butcher his name anymore. Just call him Don. The lead of those, Daniel Holloway, James Mayer, and Les Levy behind him, giving chase. There's trouble there. 343 and the 33 are banging up against each other. Don is trying to get it back collected. He's going to. No caution comes out. Great driving. There, the 343. Maybe a little bit of damage. Not too much. His right front looks all right. I said earlier, Todd Poston was not going to run. He was going to race control, but he's out there right now trying to push the 343, get him back up to speed. Rick, you're back there with Don. I mean, does he look like he's up to speed? Is he good?
Yeah, he seems that way. I'm probably going to tuck in behind him. I didn't know if he was going to be losing speed or not, but I'm going to need him so that we can catch up to these guys.
Sounds good. Up front, it's a big breakaway of 7 cars. After that little incident there with the 343 and the 33, you have Daniel Holloway, James Mayer, Doug Johnson, Sean Welder on the outside. On the inside, Dana Osborne, Paul Servant, and Les Levy. See Holloway going to get down, and so is James Mayer. Even Wilder and Doug Johnson all alone up top. We'll see what Les Levy does on the back. He's looking. Stay on the bottom side. Down the backstretch on lap number 7. Just some really good clutch driving there between Russ Hancock and Don in the 33. After that contact in the middle of the turn, it spread the field out a little bit. Got about a 4-second gap between 7th and 8th place. These guys, 8th on back, David Overstreet, Rick Seabrans, Mark Mann, then you have Russ Hancock, and then you have Dusty Burkhart. Those 5 in that second group. And a second behind them, there's McComas, Poston, Donald Bennett, and the 1 car, Brian Kaufman. Up front, Daniel Holloway, James Mayer, Dana Osborne, Paul Servant, all pushing the action here tonight. Keeping these cars a going. They'll get about 17, 18 laps, I think, on a green flag run. With the field spread out the way it is. Feel pretty confident we're going to get to that green flag run. This group is 3 wide here, as Rick Seabrans is going to go to the back of this group. Ooh, there's trouble there. The 343 and the 70. We are back under caution. Not back under, but we are under caution. Back to see what happened here. The 70 getting pushed by Todd Poston. Seems like those 2 guys come together almost like they have magnets in their car. A little bit of different view. Here we go. The 70 on that black line looks like he's going to come down, maybe try to do a little side drafting, or maybe he thinks he's clear and he's just not. Just gets right there in the right rear quarter panel of the 343. Little damage. Maybe he's all right in the 31, Todd Poston. Everyone else looks like they're going to slide on down. As the 70 comes to rest, everyone behind him kind of slowed down. Watch when you duck down like that. Never know what's going to happen. Rick, you got lucky there. So we're on lap number 10. First caution. Stephen McComas is going to mow the grass in turn number 4. Trying to make it, I think, to the pit road. Everyone else comes down. Paul Servant leading everyone down to pit road. Daniel Holloway, Dana Osborne, James Mayer, Les Levy in the first 5. Everyone coming down for service. Some getting right side tires. These guys have unlimited tires. They have 2 fast repairs. There are going to be 2 green white checkers if we need them. They have 50% fuel. Greenway is away. He'll start in 15th position. So, Rick, describe that first run for us. And what's the car feel like?
Well, the car does feel a little loose. I kind of tried to hang back because I'm just afraid I might, in the draft, it just feels like it's going everywhere. So I don't want to cause a caution, nor do I want to have to use a fast repair just yet. So I'm just trying to be smart, lay back, not try to get too out of control with the car. Let the race come to me.
Good. Todd posting your leader right now. He did not come down the pits. Let's get Sean Wilder up here. Chat with Sean. Hey, Sean and Steve, you got me?
What's up, Steve?
Hey, man. Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys at the pit stall for sponsoring tonight's race. Always glad to go with the pit stall. Talk about that first run out there. How'd it feel?
Yeah, it was pretty good. You can get big runs, so you really got to feather the throttle quite a bit. But it feels pretty solid. Let's just hope everybody keeps their heads here and we get a nice long green run.
Sounds good, man. Well, good luck out there. Hope to see you at Victory Lane.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the host, buddy.
Sean Wilder right there, our sponsor for this evening, the pit stall. Put up a little graphic here for you guys. If anyone's ever looking for a little bit of racing action, they have a super late model series. Just started up. Give them a look at. Look them up online. Good guys, good race series. Back here, Paul Servant's going to take these guys back to the green. Here, it'll be lap number 13. We go back green. What's the plan for this stint, Rick?
Survive.
You're going to stay in the back?
Well, a lot of people pitted, so I'm sitting in 10th. I don't know what I'm going to do. A lot of them are going to be on the low side because they all pitted, so I might just hang out in the bottom here, the top line here. I don't know.
Let's get that number 15 Chevrolet towards the front. Let's go.
Definitely not a Chevy.
Coming back to green here. Green flag is out. Paul Servant and Daniel Holloway bringing these guys back to the start-finish line. Good start by everybody. Paul Servant, Dana Osborne right behind. Ooh, is Dana very loose there between 1 and 2. Almost got into the 21 or the 62 there. Holloway with good push there from the 62 to get him possibly clear of the 3. Let's see what happens here. Les is just all over the bumper of the 21. Les had to get a little bit off. He was going to push us right through that 21 car and to back off a touch. Got Doug Johnson right there. Doug Johnson. And there's Daniel Holloway sliding in front of the 3 car. Yeah, we're early in the race. I'm sure the 3 car gave him a little bit of slack there. Daniel Holloway now on lap number 14, leading this race. Yeah, second stint leading this race. As that top line getting some good push there. Les Levy, Doug Johnson, Paul Servant. All over the 21. Doug had to really get off the gas, got up towards that wall. Really going to give Paul and Holloway and Osborne, Dana, a bit of good momentum there. And see, Les is going to go stay on the bottom side now. Little 5-6 car train. Here goes Les back up. He need to get his momentum back. See Sean Wilder slide up on that top line to get in front of Les Levy. See if he can get a little bit of a shove here from the 62. See him right there. He's got Les behind him. There goes Mark Mann in a 0-4. Slide up with Rick Seabrans right behind him. A little momentum there on that top line. They're hoping to make something happen. Batman along with the Yeti. Ooh. A little loose there coming off of 4. It's still everyone chasing that 21. Mark slides back down, I think, to get a little more momentum off the 1 car. And then he comes right back up. All about momentum with these cars. There goes Rick right back to the bumper of the 0-4. Here comes the 95, James Mayer. And then there goes Sean Wilder. Sean Wilder taking it 3 wide. Sean's going to get around. It looks like the 95 almost. Good, clean, hard racing right now as you see the 0-4 and a 4. Still trying to make something of that upper line. The 95 slides right behind Sean Wilder, that 91. Right there, Doug Johnson's got Rick Greenway right behind him. Rick pushing Doug. See Sean and James Mayer slide back down that bottom side. Go back up here towards the front. Still Daniel Holloway, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne. Here on lap number 17. Mark Mann and Rick Sebring still trying, but now Rick down on the inside of Mark. Sean Wilder going with Rick. Getting shuffled back a little bit. He's content to... Oh, and he gets contact there with the 91. Both cars hard into the wall. No caution out. That 91 was significant damage, right front damage. See right there, the right front in the 91. Bad shape. Same with there's the 62. He's got some problems now. These guys are gonna have to milk it around and hope for a caution. Still under green here. All the way. Servant Osborne, 1, 2, 3. Rick Sebring's right there. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag has finally come out. It had to do with the 62, possibly. Had a 62-91 incident. Les is in the grass. For sake of safety, into the inside wall, trying to make a toe. But as soon as he did that, the flag came out. Go back under caution here. Second caution of the night here on lap number 20. Catch the pace car now as they come off of 2. They'll catch the pace car here on the backstretch. We'll get our leader up here in the booth as soon as we're on a pit stop sound. Okay. See Les Levy on the pits. Towing right now. Lap number 20. We have fast repair for the 62, a fast repair for the 91. Holloway will lead all these guys down pit road. Pull Mr. Holloway up here, see what he's feeling about like these cars tonight. Holloway, this is Steve. You got me?
I do.
And so leading this race, not doing too bad. Well, except now Paul a little bit ahead of you, but you've led quite a few laps tonight. How's it feel out there?
It feels good. Car feels good. This nice, lovely Candy Shack Hershey Kisses looking good up front, and I am praying for the internet that I don't get dropped like last week's race and took me out of contention last week's race.
So far, so good. You, Paul, and Dana have really just dominated up front, it seems like.
Yeah, back to the old routines, I guess. It feels like it, but with this car, you can dance with somebody, but if you get that run, it's you got to take it, teammate or not. But we're all here. Everybody's a teammate now, so but seeing this Hershey's Kisses, this Oreos, and the noob.
The noob.
The noob, what was he got? Cookies on there?
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy, that's right. But, good old Rick is up front, fourth, sitting there, so should be good for the booth up there.
Yeah, Rick's going to come battle you guys for the win.
About time.
It's about something, I don't know.
Oh, he's going to be he's behind me, so I don't know. He might not push me now.
Oh, he'll push you.
I'll push you right to the wall. That's what it'll do.
I don't know. I might got something for these the Hershey Kisses. If have you heard of a milk chocolate there?
Well, good luck out there, Holloway, man.
Thank you.
Let's see what you can do to him, Rick.
Yeah.
I think you've got him intimidated.
Oh, I got him something, all right.
Is that second run any better for you out there?
Yeah, it felt a lot better, a little bit more stable. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I had a bad set of tires. I changed them on that first pit stop, so we'll see.
Good. You have Dawn. I won't pronounce his last name behind you. The 33. Newcomer.
Milkowitz?
Sure. He's from Jersey. Going back green here this time. We're going green on lap number 23 here. See if we can get more than 8 or 9 laps of green flag racing. Let's see if we can get to a green flag pit stop this time by. Pace car is going to dive on down. It's going to be Paul Servat and Daniel Holloway battling out for first place going into turn number 1. Green flag is out. Oh! Problems right away. Well, that's no fun. Oh, and in the back, they're hitting each other. '15 is still sideways. Pace car now. Gonna have fun. Catching up to everybody. See what happened here on the restart. Looks like the 8 car comes up. I don't know if he spun his tires or what. It almost seemed like a little bit of net code. What'd you see out there, Rick?
I saw the wall. I saw Dana come across the front of me and then the wall.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was weird. Dana's right behind Paul. It was like his car started turning right into yours even before he made contact with you. So like one of those net code things. And you'll see everyone behind you just kind of pile in everywhere. So some cars into the grass getting loose. David Overstreet smacking the back of Dana Osborne. Dusty Burkhart, Todd Poston is Len McNeese into the 91. And up front, Brian Kaufman in the 1. The Texaco Havoline number 1. As we're under our third caution here on lap number 25. We're under caution. We're going to a little commercial break. 1 second.
That's so sad.
They're back to green. Brian Kaufman in the bottom side out front going into turn number 1. Daniel Holloway, Paul Servant there in second and third. Come down. I think Holloway would like nothing more than to get up there with the 3 car. Right now he's behind that 1 on lap number 27. Come down off of turn number 4. Still Brian Kaufman in the lead right now. 3 wide, a little bit action right there. Rick Greenway on the high side. Got his buddy Dana Osborne on the right inside of him. Dana giving him some room, going back. Still have the 21, Daniel Holloway. Doug Johnson behind him. There goes Holloway to slide up to be right in front of Paul. Oh, when he May have gotten in front into the one. Contact is made. Car's still going, so no yellow out. Oh, now there's contact. The one is up or turned around. And the caution is out. Through all that, there's your leader, the 13, Doug Johnson. A little bit of contact there from the 21 into the 1. They keep going, and then there's the 15. There's nowhere really for anyone to go there. Go back to the initial contact, and then watch it all the way through again. All the way with a great run. Tried to get a little bit of a draft off the side of the 1. Just got into him. Little bump there. Here comes the 15. All the way sliding down a little bit. There's our caution. Ready to go in the pits. Doug Johnson taking him down. Stephen McComas will stay out in the 70, so will Don Milkowicz in the 33. Gus first. Here's Doug Johnson getting out there. Can he beat Paul Servant? Nope. The 3 car will beat him out. We'll all be behind the 70 and the 33 when we start back up under green. Pull up and give a chat to. Let's get Toddy P. Todd, it's Steve. You got us?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bud?
So, are we gonna get any more green flag laps in?
The way people are driving, I'm not sure at the moment.
Yeah, what's your take so far on the race? I mean, ever since we got our first caution, it just seems like it's just been cascading out of control.
Just a whole bunch of people not giving anything and just trying to take everything that they can.
Have you used any of your fast repairs?
I have not yet.
Okay, so you're still good out there?
Yeah, so a lot of guys still haven't used their fast repairs. I think Russ might be one of the only 2, I think. Len might have, or Les might have, but other than that, everyone's kind of been able just to fix it.
So Rick just used his first one.
Gotcha.
You get up there at front. Get them all under control, okay?
We're going to try to.
Good luck out there, Todd.
Thank you, Steve.
I don't know which room he was in. I just shoved him in a different room. We'll see.
Yeah, just throw him in a room. Don't matter.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll just start talking to himself.
All right, Rick, we need some green flags.
No, I mean, I think part of it just we're in a new car, something that guys have not driven a lot. And so it's, I think that could be part of it. You know, they draft totally different. They handle totally different. So guys need to just get used to it.
Yeah, you've been involved in the last 2 cautions. We got to keep that nose clean, Rick.
Well, for once, they were not my fault.
They were not. Totally not. Get some green flag runs in. Good. These cars do look like a blast to drive, though.
No, they're a good car. They're fun to drive. It's just, yeah. Got to get used to them. They handle totally different than what we're so used to. And I think that's the issue is once all of us as drivers are used to how these cars handle, we'll be in better shape.
Go getting ready to go back to green here. It'll be lap 32 when we cross the start finish line. Stephen McComas in the 70, 33. Don Milkowicz taking him to the green flag. Here we go. Paul Servant going to get right behind Stephen McComas in that 70 and push him out to the lead or try. Doug Johnson trying to keep that 33. Don Milkowicz up front with him. Paul just does a great job pushing that 70 out there, but he almost has too much of a gap now. You got to watch out for that high side to come back. Paul trying to nestle in right behind that 70. Keep him up front. Doug Johnson up there trying to get that 33 to keep him close to the front. Dana Osborne trying to give Doug a little nudge to get him up there. Paul Servant right now pushing that 70. As Stephen McComas leads another lap. And we'll see if Paul can stay there for very long or if he slides up. Dusty Burkhart in that 69 Vols car. Right there behind Paul Servant. Then you have Sean Wilder, the 91. He's back up front. After that incident with the 62, Sean Wilder back up to the front of this group. Someone's going to try to get out in front of that 33. Let's see who it is. Or take it easy and just kind of ride around for a while, get a couple green flag pit stops in. Dana Osborne in the back. Sliding all over the place, getting behind Russ Hancock in that 343. A little further back, you got 46, David Overstreet. Had a little bit of an issue before. Now he's back in 11th place. Saw the racing right here. Brian Kaufman, Don Milkowicz, Daniel Holloway right there. Doug Johnson, the 13. Todd Poston coming up into the 5th position behind Sean Wilder. Now you have Dana Osborne up top on that high side. He needs to get his momentum going. I'm sure some people will get out in front of him. A little further back, you got 84, Western Auto. There's the familiar colors. Lucky Len McNeese in that 484. Right behind him, our own Rick Greenaway. For the back, James Mary was battling for the lead earlier. Content to ride for a little bit. Mark Mann, Rick Stevens. Got Les Levy, Sean Stevens, and Donald Bennett. Up front, Dusty Burkhart in that Vols car is going to take it for the lead. Oh, we got problems behind. Looks like Doug Johnson, Len McNeese. And we're back under caution. Dusty Burkhart in his Tennessee Volunteers car. 69 gonna lead this thing under caution. Take a look at that incident here in 2 seconds. Should be here with the 13. Let's see what happens. It's good. Double. Just too wide here. Goes up a little high here in turn number 2. A little bit of a checkup here. The 31 checking up, the 8 checking up, the 33. Oh, 33 into the wall with that checkup. 13 avoids that 33. 33 kind of comes down. 13 has nowhere to go. And they're going to collect the 84. So all started with that 33. Don Milkowicz gets into the wall. Comes down a little bit into Doug Johnson in the 13. He collects the 84, Len McNeese. Trying to see if anyone else kind of gets collected. Don't think so. Smacks the wall, jumps right into the pits. Dusty Burkhart, the first one down pit road to service his car. He's out. Sean Wilder, way out first. Dusty Burkhart did not come down the pits. He stayed out there. Peter right now. Sean Wilder going to saddle up right beside him with Paul Servant, Todd Post, and Stephen McComas. Your top five here. Lap number 37. Almost to halfway here. At the Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select, season number 9, race 2, here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. By the time you got a couple laps of green flag racing, Rick.
Yeah, a couple. Just glad I wasn't involved in that incident.
I didn't even see your car at all.
Oh, it was close.
Okay.
I slid through.
Green next time by, it looks like. Burkhart's conserving fuel right now. Might be a little early to do that. Dusty Burkhart will be on the inside line. He'll have Paul Servant behind him. Sean Wilder will be on the outside of the front row. And he'll have Todd Poston behind him. Greenaway will be in the fourth line on the outside. Rick deciding a second pit stop is just not for him tonight.
I mean, with the number of cautions we've had, it's not really turning into a fuel mileage race anytime soon.
Only our fifth caution. We're at lap 38, not even halfway. These cars are way too durable, Rick.
I mean, they really are. I mean, I had one incident where I hit the wall a couple times and I had 17 seconds of optional repair.
Damn body, the fiberglass or whatever kind of body it is.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I just felt the whole car shaking, so it was probably not a good thing.
That was just your house. Sorry. Pace cars in. Back to green we go. Dusty Burkhart. Sean Wilder taking him to turn number 1 here. Lap number 39. Next time by will be halfway. As we're under the lights here at Daytona for 80 laps of Super Speedway racing. Here at NSRA Sunday Select, Paul Servant all over Dusty Burkhart. Getting him clear of the 91. And he'll slide up top as Dusty, a little bit of a block there. Break it up. Back here, Sean Wilder and Todd Poston stretch that lead out a little on the high side. Here comes Dana Osborne and Daniel Holloway on the inside. Dana trying to get on that back bump of the 21. Scott there, got him a little bit loose. All right. Coming down the backstretch, Holloway with that lead now on the bottom side. Slides out in front of the 91. He had to back off a little bit. Todd Post, you see him bounce out. That's him letting off the throttle a little bit. Didn't want to wreck the 91. That top line pretty strong now. 21, 91, 31. And then the 3 of Paul Servant. There's Holloway now out front. Everyone trying to line up, getting that nice push move. Goes Sean Wilder with help from Todd Poston and Paul Servant. 3, maybe even 4 cars and slide down. Here goes Dusty Burkhart in front of Daniel Holloway. Doug Johnson looking to go in front of Holloway, and he's able to do it. Big move there by that outside line. Stephen McComas, pardon me, behind Dusty Burkhart. He slid in front of Daniel Holloway. Holloway and Osborne now going to slide up. Here comes Paul Servant on the bottom side. Sean Wilder in that 91 pit stall car, still the leader. Todd Poston behind him. They're content in that high line. Content to stay up there. Here comes that 15 of Rick Greenway behind the 21 of Daniel Holloway. He's clear. Will he drive down low or stay up top? Stay up high. 33 Don Milkowicz down low. Daniel Holloway down low now. Here comes Rick Greenway. I thought you almost thought better of it, Rick.
I did.
Still right there, the 91 to 31. They are content running that higher line, just staying there, and they've been able to stay up front doing that. Rick a little squeamy there on the inside under the yellow line. Got back up. Dusty Burkhart going to slide right back up in front of him. Glenn McNeese right there. The 84. He's charging to the front. Got Rick Seabrins behind him. Oh, there's incident right there. Off the wall. The 15 and the 69 hard in the wall. Under caution we go. And there's the 15 car headed down pit road. See what happened here. Dusty got left hanging out to dry. The 15 going around. Got loose going around him.
Yep, I went to move around him and my car just lost it. I ran out of skill.
It's that new wheel you got.
No, it has nothing to do with the wheel. I just ran out of skill.
So weird, your car, you're doing good. Right there, your back end just was like, nope, not doing it. Into the 69, into the wall. If use a fast repair, Rick, or are you all right?
Nah, I used the fast repair.
I know you're an Alabama fan. That's why you crashed the volunteer car, right?
Yeah, no, that doesn't even matter to me. It's college football.
Mark Mann slammed on the brakes. Did he make contact with the cell? Just a little bit. Just barely. Your leader in all this, Sean Wilder, that 91 pit stall. guys back down pit road. Todd Poston to follow him in. Donald Bennett, David Overstreet, Stephen McComas, your top 5. Sean Wilder going to get out first. Donald Bennett second. Don Milkowicz in 4th. Daniel Holloway in 5th. Set the 04 Mark Manny. A little bit of contact there. Took his time, got it fixed in the pits. Here on lap number 47. Let's do a little chat to Mark. Rick Sebrin's still in the pits as well. Let's see what Mark has to say about that last incident. Hey, Mark and Steve, you got me in the booth?
Stevie, what's up, brother?
Not much, man. A little bit of contact there. You tried your hardest to stop, but still got into the 69, huh?
I had 0 seconds of damage. I was just sitting on pit road getting a drink of water and stuff.
Okay.
Because I was going to come around and top off. Yeah, I didn't get any damage.
Good deal, man. Good deal. How's the race so far for you?
Oh, I'm having a good time. The runs are crazy, but the biggest problem is the side drafting.
Yeah.
When you these cars, even if you don't try, once you get up next to them, it sucks you right in. So it's hard to stay off of that, and it's a little bit more narrow here at Daytona, so it's harder to avoid that contact.
Is that the only difference between last week and this week? Is this the width of the track?
It is, yeah, definitely. Okay. It definitely, the side draft is more of a thing right now. I mean, at Talladega, you have 3 lanes, so you can just, you get the run, you can just shoot up to the 3rd lane. Here, it's a little bit more tight, so.
Is the racing at night, is that doing anything different to the car?
I mean, it's a little cooler for tire wear factor, but besides that, I mean, not really. The car is super fast. You get super good runs. The side draft is a thing. The bubble's a thing. Working with teammates is a thing. There's a lot more to think about with this car. I'm actually having a great time. I actually like the car.
Good deal, Mark. Well, good luck out there. Maybe we'll talk to you here at the end of the race.
All right, Herman.
All right.
Bye, Mark.
Later.
That's it. Next caution, Rick, which will be in the next couple laps probably. You tell me who you want me to bring up. And we'll have you talk to him.
Oh God. Maybe I'll be involved in it, and I can have the person I take out bring him up.
That'd be something.
That'd be funny.
That's what I could do. Every accident, we could just have the 2 people that are involved and bring them both up.
That'd be great.
Have them explain themselves. But you're already in the booth, so it wouldn't be that many people. Just have
No, just be one more person.
So we're about ready to go back green. Back, Sean Wilder, Don Milkowicz leading them to the green flag. Green is out. About to start lap number 49. Sean Wilder in that pit stall car taking the lead. Dana Osborne behind him. Got Daniel Holloway pushing that 33. Trying to keep him out towards the front. You're watching the Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select Season number 9, Race 2 here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. 80 laps of racing here from Daytona. We're almost to lap 50. Sean Wilder, your leader now. Being pushed by the Chips Ahoy number 8, Dana Osborne. And Todd Poston right there, Todd EP in the 31. Ryan Kaufman in the 1 right behind him. Coming down to start finish line still. Sean Wilder, last run. Sean Wilder and 31 Todd Poston. They stayed up in that top line, just led this thing, and no one could get around them. So see what happens. See if that's a new thing here. Staying up there on that black line. You see Sean Wilder just sticking up there. I guess if you want to go under him, go for it. See if Dana does it. He's got no help, though, behind him, so it's better for him just to stay.
It's amazing how it used to be you want to be down low, and with this car, you want to be up in that higher lane at this track. We've never seen racing like this in NSRA where you're trying to be up high so that you can make it the pass.
Yeah, I mean, that top line looks stellar here at Daytona. I'm sure if you get enough guys together, you can get that bottom line to work.
But I mean, if you think about it, this is how they run it in the Cup cars. They're up that high, and as you get down below, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, this looks exactly like the Daytona 500. You're right. In car with that 91 pit stall car, Sean Wilder, your leader right now. And you see them all starting to gap out there on that top line. Wilder, Osborne, Poston, Servant, Stephen McComas, Daniel Holloway going to try to get some guys to go to that bottom line. He slides down there. In front of David Overstreet, trying to get a run. Work on that bottom side. We'll see what happens. Those first four cars on the top line, though, are hooked up pretty good. You just see the 21 just can't get anything started. And they're going to fall back, and Len McNeese and James Mayer are going to pass them on the inside. Russ Hancock going to try something up top, on the bottom, I mean. He's get behind the 21. Here comes the run from Holloway. I just don't think there's anything for the bottom line right now.
Like I said, this is what it's actually like for the Cup race. It's actually kind of amazing, to be honest with you, because we haven't seen racing in iRacing that really simulates what they do in the Cup, and this is pretty close to how you watch them race this track.
Here comes the run from the bottom line. Mark Mann, Rick Seabrans, Russ Hancock. Can they make it work? They've gotten almost side by side with 91. Now they are. Let's see if they can pass them, though. That's the trick. Russ Hancock gets a little squirrely behind the 4. Rick Seabrans. Rick really trying to push that 0-4. And there goes that top line again. Clear by 2 car lengths. Dana's going to try it. Dana's going to slide in front of Mark Mann on the bottom side. Todd Poston gets right behind Sean Wilder. Now Dana Osborne is clear. That's how you got to do it. That group, the second guy on the top line slides down. And now they go. Now Rick Seabrans and Mark Mann slide up that high line. Rick into the wall almost. Got to get hooked up with the 91. They're able to do it. This is some great racing right now. These guys are figuring it out. And it's our first time in the next-gen car at Daytona in race conditions. Mark Mann, your leader. Just talk to Mark. That top side trying to get reorganized. Dana Osborne now leads that top line. The 15 car, so undecided, doesn't know if he wants to be on the top or the bottom, top or bottom. What do you want to be on, Rick? The top or the bottom?
I'd like to be on the top, but it's just, I'm stale at the top. So I need to come down here and see if I can make any movements.
Mark Mann still leading. Hard under the yellow line, that 343. Careful when you do that here at this track. Could make it really super loose. As Daniel Holloway, Dana Osborne, Sean Wilder trying to make that top line come back. Almost caught up with that bottom line. So we go. 25 laps to go. Getting closer to the end here. Mark Mann is your leader. Rick Seabrans behind him. Down the backstretch they go. Dana trying his hardest to stay behind Holloway and keep him out front of Mark Mann. 24 laps remaining. All the way with the lead that time. Mark Mann right there with him. Great 4-car duel between the 4, the 04, the 8, and the 21. Here comes Russ Hancock, Sean Wilder. Trying to back up just a little bit. Had a little bit too much momentum there going into the 8 car. See him now. He's got himself right there behind Dana Osborne. Sean Wilder gonna stay up top. Holloway gonna slide down to the bottom. The 21 and the 8 have worked a lot together. We'll see if they're trying to keep both lines right here. I don't know if you can do that though, these cars. Dana has a great push from the 91. That top line is 2 cars, 3 car clear of that bottom line again. You do not want to be leading this race on the last lap on the top line because that's going to be a sucker hole. The car behind you ducks down and goes around you on the inside. Holloway and Mark Mann there, trying to make that inside lane work. One minding their P's and Q's the last few laps. 22 laps remaining. They're going to be lead one more pit stop before the end. So we'll see if it's a green flag or if a caution comes out. A little side draft there. 8 got a little close to the 21 to 4. Or 04. Down the backstretch. Still Dana Osborne, Daniel Holloway. 1-2. That top line pushing again. Here comes Dana down below. And in front of the 21. Now it's the pit stall 91. Sean Wilder out front of that top line. Leading this race. Leading the pit stall 200 here, NSRA Sunday Select. On Victory Lane Broadcasting. Mark Mann falling back. Sean Wilder ducks down to the low side. It's just so weird, Rick. The top line works so well. Now everyone's doing what they're used to do.
Well, I mean, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah. Now everyone wants to go to the top line, slide down to the low line. The top line's dead now because everyone's down at the bottom now. Getting close to pit stops. Oh! 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 46 in the wall. Yellow flag is out. Oh, there's cars crashing. Len McNeese, the front half of his car is gone. Wow. It all happens up here with the 8 car. It's behind Sean Wilder, James Mayer on his line. Right tires on that black line. You see that coming down now. He just comes down into the 8 car. A little side draft. Just sucked him in. Got Dana loose who got into the 21. And you see it right there. It just backs up the 4 into the 04. The 46 into the 343. He's into the wall. Len McNeese goes for the run of his life. I think they have it all situated. Len just gets loose right there. You see. He gets loose, smacks the wall. Dana's into the wall. Len's all over the place. Can't watch Len's. Loose. Hits the wall. Car just destroyed. pits right now. Coming out of the pits, Paul Servant first. Todd Post in second. Stephen McComas, Sean Wilder, Dana Osborne in fifth. 19 laps to go. So these guys should have enough to the finish. Be close. Can you make it to the end, Rick?
I mean, I don't know, but I feel there's going to be a caution probably. So
You weren't involved with that caution at all.
I was not. No.
It's 3 in a row.
Yeah. No. I mean, I've been good. I've been involved in a couple, but there was only one of my doing. So
19 laps to go. We'll imagine a lot of these guys are going to come down and top off here. Right on the edge. Oh, fakers. I hope they run out of gas in the last lap. Rick Greenaway is the first car on the pits to get just that little extra splash. Cars out so far, so 19 cars still on the track. McNeese a lap down, Brian Kaufman a lap down, Doug Johnson several laps down. He's actually showing out. Les Levy back on the lead lap. Ready to go back green here. 18 laps to go. What's the plan, Rick? Go to front?
don't die.
Don't die.
I don't know if it's going to be go to the front, in all honesty. I'm kind of thinking more I want to sit back and try to save some fuel just to be safe.
It's going to be close. And you definitely don't want to lead, so that's where like the 3 and the 31 are going to be in the worst position possible. Pace car about to drop off. We're going to get the green. 17 laps to go. We cross the start-finish line. Paul Servant, Todd Poston will take these guys to the start-finish line here at the Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select. Green flag is out. Paul and Todd taking it to the front. And then turn number 1 they go. Paul has Stephen McComas right behind him. Todd has Sean Wilder, the 91. The 91 and the 31 have worked very well together. Got Donald Bennett up there in 5th. Dusty Burkhart way below the yellow line. He's going to take a chill pill and go to the back. He feels like there's something coming. He doesn't want to be a part of it. Todd Poston all the way car length front. He's going to slide down in front of Paul Servant. John Wilder might get stuck at 3 wide. Nope, he's going to slide back up out in front of Donald Bennett. And he'll lead that top line. Todd Poston down in front of a 3 car Paul Servant. Here comes the 91 Sean Wilder. Donald Bennett right behind him with Daniel Holloway right there as well. But if you want someone pushing you, it's got to be the 3 car. Paul Servant, great pusher. Our happy Canadian. Shoving that 31, trying to keep him out front. Trying to keep him out front of that 91, not quite able to. Again, that top line has been significantly stronger during most of this race. Come back down to the start-finish line. 15 laps to go. Looks like a little 3 wide action back here. They're getting a little dicey. 95 James Merrick going up high. Gonna keep it down low. Out front, Donald Bennett right there. Sean Wilder able to dive in front of Todd Post, and now you got Donald Bennett get out there with Daniel Holloway. What will Bennett do? He's got a great push from the 21, way clear of the field. Will he stay up top or we go down? He's gonna stay up top. Oh, know what he wants to do right now. Dana Osborne there too, behind Holloway. He's going to stay up high. Holloway and Osborne down low. Got Rick Greenaway coming up to help Donald Bennett. Right now, Daniel Holloway. That top line fizzled a little bit, but Holloway and Osborne slide back up there. Down the backstretch, we're going to have a lap car coming up here. As we go down the backstretch, the 21, Daniel Holloway being pushed around by the 8. Dana Osborne, Dana all over his back bumper. Donald Bennett right behind the 8. Come off a turn 4. Holloway, your leader. Donald Bennett, here comes Rick Greenway with some good momentum up right behind that 31 of Donald Bennett. Holloway still out front, still staying that high line. That high line gets organized the way it is. This is what happens. Here comes James Mayer, Rick Seabrans, Mark Mann gonna go to the bottom side. Dana Osborne down there to stall a little of that momentum probably for his friend right there in the 21. James Mayer just has too much momentum, pushes that 8 car out front of the 21. There's 12 laps to go. Here comes the number 1, Brian Kaufman. He's going to stay up high. This should not be a problem to see. Brian's got, oh, he gets into the 31. Came down a little too low. Caution is out. Caution is out. Gonna watch my Facebook message get lit up. The 31's coming for me now. Some great racing there. We're watching a little of the high-low action. Get back into this one. We know what happens here. Coming on the 31. 31's either gonna stay right on the wall. So he's above the white line. Rick makes a little bit of contact with the 31, but not bad. So it looks like only the 31 and the 1 are involved. Oh, here comes the 46. Just not his day. David Overstreet is not his day. Make a little bit of contact with the rear of the 1 car.
He might need to go back to the famous Dave schemes.
I think so. Did you get any X's there? I mean, it looks like you might have made a little contact. But...
I don't know. My whole race is full of X's.
Yeah. Holloway is going to stay out. Should be good now to go to the checkered, assuming there's no green-white checkers. If there's green-white checkered, all bets are off. Shall see. Len McNeese getting the lucky dog. He'll be on the lead lap. Rick Greenway will be in 5th position. We go back to green. Rick, you are the top Toyota, just so you know.
I think I'm the only Toyota.
Todd posted another Toyota. You need to team up with him.
Oh. I mean, I'm in 5th, and Toyotas aren't supposed to be good at super speedways, so you know how it is.
I know. It's all the driver, right?
Yeah, well, the Toyota's screwed here tonight.
Come here off at turn number 4. Should be the lights on the pace car should go out here as we cross the start-finish line. Here we go, 1 to green. We'll go green with 8 laps to go. See how everyone does. See if we can go to green. Looks like your top 6 are going to be Dana Osborne, Daniel Holloway, James Mayer, Rick Seabrans, Rick Greenaway, Mark Mann. Anything's possible. We know that. You don't have to be leading to win this race at the end. You just need to be towards the front. Say you just need to be on the lead lap that last lap. Anything can happen. We saw that last week. Logan Helton leading for much of the race, fell back to the back, came back to win.
I'm just saying, if anybody's due, I think I'm due.
I'd love to interview the 15. Ready to go. Just follow the 95 because he's got the 4 and the 04 and they're all going together. Dana Osborne on the bottom. Green flag is out. Holloway getting a great shove from the 4. The 04 is right there. Rick trying to get to stay with that 95. Holloway, great shove there by Seabrans. 8 laps to go here in the pit stall 200. Seabrans down low in front of Dana Osborne. It makes them check up just a little bit. Get all of his buddies there. You can have Mark Mann jump in front of him. Well, I couldn't see that one coming. And now they have a great line there. The 4 and the 04 working together in tandem. A 95, their other brother right there behind the 8 car. They slide back up to block that run from the 21. 7 laps to go. Mark Mann and Rick Seabrans showing everyone how to do it as a pair. Holloway behind the 4. Holloway does. Holloway stays behind him for now. Dana Osborne needs more of a push from the 95. That bottom line is falling behind. Here comes Les Levy on that bottom line. That's 62 Wreckhouse Racing coming back after his incident earlier. Holloway still sitting there behind. Paul Servant gonna slide down low. Now Paul Servant leading that ride. Oh, Hershey kiss. Holloway slides down there. Mark Mann decides to go down there. We'll block a little bit of that run, probably. Wait for his buddy the 4. Here comes Holloway to the high side now. Holloway up there with Rick Seabrins in the 4. And Russ Hancock in the 343. Mark Mann has that bottom line with Paul Servant. Holloway sliding back down low. Here comes Rick Seabrins on the high side. Rick needs Russ Hancock get up there alongside him. 6 laps to go. Down to the final 5. Rick Seabrins leads. Daniel Holloway in second. As you go towards turn 1. Side by side. Seabrins with a side draft on 21. You see him get really close there. Mark his way out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch they go still. Last 5 laps here from Daytona in the pit stall. 200 here at NSRA Sunday Select. Seabrins about a half car length lead now, getting help. Oh, there's caution behind. The 95's in the wall, the 31's in the wall, and the 15's in the wall. No caution comes out. We are still green flag. Now the caution comes out. We'll have our first green-white checkered. Nothing you can do about that at all. 15 has a little bit of a run. Gets into the 31's rear bumper to give him a shove, and the 31 right there behind the 95 gets into his left rear. Mayer hits the wall, hits into post, and Dana and Rick kiss again. No making up. Stephen McComas is collected. I think your car's all right though, Rick, right?
It's a little to the right.
Perfect. You want to be on the right.
No, the wheels turn to the right.
You got big, strong muscles. You'll be all right. If not, get your son in there. He'll help you out.
Right?
I know he can bust some stuff.
That he can.
You have any fast repairs? Or you out?
I'm out.
You have done the broadcast well. You have been in the top 10 for most of the second half of this race. We cannot be disappointed at all with the result. It's a great race by the 15 tonight. We'll have one. This will be our first green-white checkered. It'll be tight. Could be tight for some of these guys. They're probably going to save some fuel. Sean Stevens in the 27. He's good on fuel. He came in less than 10 laps ago, so he's fine. But for the 343, 21, 04, the 3, the 62. These guys are going to have over 18 laps on their tank. See what happens as Pace car has their lights off, so we'll go green next time by. Rick Seabrans and Russ Hancock will be there. We haven't heard Russ's name very much. Russ in that 343 rocket racing. First responder. It's good to have Russ out here racing with us. A lot of cars up front, a lot of fast cars in our race. Cars on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap, that 15 of Rick Greenaway. '91, the pit stall. Sean Wilder up there, 5th car on the top side. He's loved that high line all race, done good up there. Yeah, I want to thank the pit stall for being our sponsor today. Pit Stall 200 here, NSRA Sunday Select, the second race in season number 9 here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us tonight. 3 laps to go. We get ready to go back racing. Rick Seabrans bringing him to the line. Green flag is out. It's got Sean Stevens and David Overstreet. Those top 3 cars all nose to tail there. So are Russ Hancock, Daniel Holloway. Looks like at the 04, that is Batman, Mark Mann. On that high side, 2 laps to go here. Right now, Russ Hancock, your leader, getting pushed by the Holloway. Seabrans, that push getting really loose there, the 27. Holloway all over the 343, trying to keep him up front. Wide. Mark Mann got shoved up a little high. He's got to make some moves. Oh, contact. Yellow flag is out. We'll have another green-white checkered. A lot of cars into the wall. Les Levy. Osborne. Your leader. One just getting stacked up right there. Ooh. 62 in the 33. A little below the yellow line, but he's there. He's coming up the track a little bit. Came down a little bit. So that's a racing deal. One going down, one coming up. It just pushes them all together. See everyone trying to scatter. Donald Bennett goes down low. He's got the 95 behind him. 95 clips him a little bit, gets into the 8, and that's going to get Donald right there. Leader right now is Russ Hancock. Let's grab Russ and have a word with him. Hey, Russ, this is Steve. You got me?
Yes, sir.
So, man, you're leading this thing, second green-white checkered. What's going through your mind?
If you'd have asked me that on the first 50 laps when I was 2 laps down, I wouldn't have thought it'd ever come through. But right now, I just want to stay out here in front.
We can have Paul behind you. You're gonna go on the bottom side, or you're gonna go top.
I'm gonna take the top side on this restart.
So you have you have Sean Stevens behind you, I think.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that? Is that all right?
Oh yeah, I don't mind having Sean behind me. Sean's good at pushing around this track.
That top line's been pretty stout when you get all hooked up, isn't it?
It is. It's like the bottom line. You get down there and it's like throwing a parachute out behind you.
Yeah, it has been. So, well, man, good luck out there. You got a couple more laps. White knuckle it here for, 5-6 more miles, and come home with a checkered flag.
All right, Steven. I appreciate it. Hope to see you in that victory lane.
Sounds good. don't. Oh, it's good to see Russ up front. How you doing there, Mr. 15?
Well, I have damage. I don't know how much. I was not going to pit because now I'm towards the front, and anything is possible.
When your car looks okay, the left side does, the driver's side. Oh yeah. You have some right front damage.
Oh well.
And some right rear damage. What are you gonna do? You got this.
That's right.
It's our last green-white checkered here tonight. Ross Hancock, Rick Sebrin's up front, along with Paul Servant, Sean Stevens, Daniel Holloway, and the 46 David Overstreet. This thing is going to finish either under caution or checkered flag. Be it. Question is, does the four? Some of these guys have been out there for a long time. Do they have gas? One of them was a 343. I probably should have asked him that. Something to watch. Rick, you have enough gas to go.
Oh, I got plenty of gas.
Sean Stevens, the 27, he's got enough gas. So does the 46, David Overstreet. Then it comes down to Rick Greenway and Dana Osborne. All those guys. And last pitted on lap 62, ran out of gas. You could be looking at a top 5.
Well, I mean, I won't lie. I'm kind of betting on the leaders crashing and trying to slide through there and snagging something.
See what happens. Getting ready to go back green here. Russ Hancock, Paul Servant, Rick Sebrins, Sean Stevens, the top 4. Green flag is out. Last green-white checkered here. NSRA Sunday Select Pit Stall 200 on Victory Lane Broadcasting. Russ with a great start here. Paul Servant all over the back of the 4 of Rick Sebrins. 2 laps remaining. Next time by a white flag. Down the backstretch they go. Sean trying to get hooked up with that 343. Here they come down the backstretch. Rick Sebrins in the 4 with a great push. The 3 and the 21 go outside. Paul outside. Oh, we have an incident behind him. This thing's going to end under yellow. Paul Servant's going to be your winner. Like Paul, Rick, and Holloway. Going to be 1, 2, 3. We'll see how it ends. Dana may have been in 3rd. I don't know. It'll all sort itself out. Go back to the crash. Going towards the end. Get ready to go to the finish. It looks like it's going to be Paul Servant, Rick Sebrins, Daniel Holloway. There it is. 1, 2, and 3. Great race tonight. We'll get those 3 up here at his booth. We'll have some interviews. Hold on one second. We're back here tonight. Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select. We're here with your top three: Paul Servant, Rick Seabrans, Daniel Holloway. We'll start with Paul. Congratulations, Paul, on the victory.
Yes, sir.
How was the racing out there tonight?
Hectic. It's rough, actually.
It seemed like the first, half the race, everyone was trying to feel out the car, still like we're feeling the car out. And this is a narrower track than Talladega. Is that what you kind of sensed there in the beginning?
No, I was just hanging and following the cars and not really doing much. I noticed the cars were moving around a lot, so I was just biding my time and waiting. I don't know. I don't like this car anyway, so.
But you won. I mean, usually you win. You're usually up at the front all season long. There's no doubt about it when NSRA races here on the super speedways. Usually you win towards later in the season. Good to get it off early in the season this time.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's it's always fun to win, and unfortunately, it's green white checkers, and there's always those wrecks at the end, kind of puts a damper on it. But I'd like to see it go green.
It would be nice to get some green flag pit stops in there and race with this car. You don't like this car? Obviously, you said you prefer the trucks that we raced in before.
No, I just prefer even the older car of this.
Okay.
I just don't like this next gen crap. Steering assistance crap and all. I just don't like it.
I hear you, man. Well, congratulations on the victory tonight. Anyone that you want to give a shout out to?
The guys I was fighting, especially at the end there with Rick and all that. I've raced Rick a long time in other places and official races. We've pushed each other to many wins in officials, so it's good to battle out with him and Dan, Dana, just all these guys. I do this for fun. I hate when it turns into arguments for a bunch of grown men trying to have some fun, and it usually doesn't end up like that. So it was a fun race tonight.
Paul, well, congratulations on the victory. Rick,
thank you, sir.
Rick, it's all up to you guys now.
Well, Rick, congratulations on the second place finish. Unfortunately, the wrong Rick finished in second. I should have been there, not you. But that's okay, buddy.
You can have it next week.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, pal. So tell us about your race. How was it?
Man, it's quite the challenge with these cars. I'm still learning them too, and it's really challenging when you're up there, kind of all packed up like that, and you're trying to gauge those runs and trying to be, as fast as you can without losing any kind of momentum. And it's really really tricky up front. And I'm super happy for Paul there. I was glad to see him win that race. I knew I was in trouble when I saw him and Daniel get behind me, and when they made their move to the outside, I wanted to make it as hard as I could for him. So I moved up just a little bit, and then when they got on my outside there, man, these cars, it was like Paul was driving my car. It moved up like another lane and a half. So I'm glad that he got by there cleanly, because I certainly didn't want to cause any kind of chaos there at the end like that. So well-deserved win by him, Daniel. It's it's a challenge out there for sure.
No, it definitely is. These cars are, it's different to deal with these cars. But again, congratulations on the second place finish. Anybody you want to thank, give a shout out to?
Just thank you guys for bringing home the broadcast, and all the guys that are responsible for bringing these races on, for sure.
Sounds good, Rick. Well, congratulations on second place tonight.
Thanks.
So in third place, Mr. Holloway, number 21, the Hershey Kiss man. Talk about your race tonight.
Man, how many more green white checkers we're gonna do? Cause man, it's like as soon as I get going, and I'm not sure what happened on that outside line. It just kind of gave away and pushed Paul into Rick to get that momentum to see if we can do anything, and it did work out. But unfortunately, that caution came out before we hit the white flag, and well, that had been one heck of a finish, I think, because I know we wasn't done passing. I just want to. I love the car. You just got to pick your timing and stuff when to get the runs, and there's quite a few times I was hitting the brakes with the run so hard. I won't mention Rick Greenway, but it's been fun.
Wow.
So Holloway, Rick and I were talking during the broadcast. I mean, this is the first time we've seen in a long time where it looks like the iRacing aspect of the racing matched what is in the true NASCAR, where that top line was so dominant tonight, just like it is in NASCAR at the Daytona 500 and the Coke 400.
It does feel like
line,
it.
Yeah, the top line just seems real. When you get hooked up on the top line, it's hard to move underneath you and pass you.
It was, but then there was one time where when everybody's up top, and then all of a sudden the bottom line woke up and we were moving forward. So it's I don't know if maybe they got a little bit too hot, and then just the momentum, how quickly it changes. It's unbelievable with the runs you can get.
Well, it looks like a ton of fun out there. I'm up here broadcasting. It looks like fun to drive. Maybe one of these days I'll drive it. We'll see. Anyone you want to give a shout out to? Think?
I'd like to congrats Paul on his win, and Mr. Yeti Man for second place there. Yeah, of course he comes out of nowhere, and I'm just glad to have a top 5 finish tonight. This Hershey Kisses car felt pretty darn strong tonight. I think I led the most laps, so that's another bonus there. And man, I can probably do another 100 if I want to right now. I love the car, the way that it feels and everything. It's just the timing and stuff. And you guys up in the booth, Victory Lane, Rick Greenway, you do a great job driving and broadcasting. Steve, and thank everybody who's all here tonight driving, and everybody who's all watching.
Sounds good. Congratulations on third place. We'll see you next weekend.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
Well, Rick, there it is. Any final words before we get out of here?
I just can't wait to get more time in this car because it's kicking my butt.
It's kicking Rick's butt. There you go. Well, it's a lot of cautions tonight. It's a little bit narrower track than Talladega. So the racing's a little tighter. Everyone's still trying to get used to these cars. But still, the racing action has been fantastic. These guys are slicing and dicing everywhere. Tonight was interesting to see, like we talked about earlier, that top line so dominant at times, just like it is in the NASCAR guys race at Daytona. So it's fun, good racing, fun to watch. Bunch of good guys out there. Next week we're at Talladega. Want to again thank the Pit Stall. This is the Pit Stall 200 NSRA Sunday Select. This is race number 2 of season 9 here on Victory Lane Broadcasting. I have the super late model series up there on the screen right now. That's the pit stall series. It just started last week. Races, I think, every Thursday. A bunch of great guys. Get out there and race. They have a lot of fun. I'm sure they'd love to see you. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Your winner tonight, Paul Servant, the number 3 Oreos. Always up front. Wins tonight. Good to see Paul win. We'll see y'all next